troubles in the rearview mirror. I know I Thank you all again. All right. Hooray! Dude, thank you so much. We're talking it?
Right here? Right here?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, don't turn it off here.
You got it? Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. All right, you good?
Hey, everybody. Let's give it up for Dean Blackstock.
Thanks for the opportunity. That was in the back.
Yeah, and if you haven't gotten your meal card, come on up front and get them real quick.
Okay, I just want to welcome everybody to summer camp. Again, if you haven't gotten your meal card, or if your name tag, which isn't really a name tag, says your own name, you might want to rethink that. I think Gary is excited about Gary, and Chris Stubbs is also excited about Gary. Yeah, so that caused confusion a little bit last year too, but I think it's a fun little icebreaker event. A lot of people in this room know each other already, and it's always nice to reveal something else about yourself, your favorite place to travel, your happiest when you're in the woods, that sort of thing. So my name's Alan Gorky, and I wanted to welcome you to Learning Design Summer Camp. And the screen just went off. Unless Brad is so tall that he just stood in the way of the projector. What's that? Go over some housekeeping things first before doing the official welcome. In case you haven't, is your camera lens on, Audrey? In case you don't know where the restrooms are, if you look out front here by autos, they're kind of around to the left, so that's where the restrooms are. The network and power, we did work with TN. That's where the power is. It's actually up front. We put in a whole bunch of power strips in the front, like 5 or 6 rows, so people would sit more towards the front. And yes, so Cole is saying force them more towards the front. Only if you want power. I mean, you don't have to be online. That's fine with us. These are alternative name badges, which I created. The plan for the morning is the welcome, which is now. We're going to do Buzzword Bingo throughout the day, and Chris Stubbs is going to make a little announcement about that in a minute. And then we're going to have our first session on emergent and disruptive technologies, and then we'll break at about 11:30 for lunch. There will be some people staying in this room, and Dean, where's Dean? Oh, yeah, are you sticking around for lunch? Okay, are you playing again? All right, thumbs up from Dean. He's going to be playing again over lunch. I have to tell you that when Dean, like we'd talked about, live music and stuff for a while with different faculty events and things like that, and there really is nothing like live music to set the tone for an event. And I was standing there in, blocking his view and registering people, but I really did get chills. Because, I love the acoustic guitar, and Dean is a fantastic musician. So thanks a lot, Dean. So Dean will end lunch and kind of bring us into our afternoon session, which will have the faculty fellows talk about digital scholarship. There's 4 of those. And then we'll have a break. You are mandated to get caffeinated, unless for medical reasons or religious reasons you're not allowed to. But there's coffee out there, and the meal cards work. So please use them. And then we're going to end the day, we're going to end the afternoon with a session on game-like elements and external media, and there's actually a game that we're going to be doing. And then that doesn't finish it for the day, because we also have a tour of the new Educational Gaming Commons Lab. At the same time, we're going to have the 5K walk bike event. Yes? Can I get a woot woot for my walkers? This was kind of an idea that came up last year. Somebody made a joke like, "Hey, Alan, I'm surprised you're organizing this event that it doesn't have a 5K involved." And I was like, "Okay." It doesn't take a whole lot to convince me. And then tonight we're going to have some food for thought dinners. There's 4 of those set up. We're going to be talking about faculty development, open and social learning, Blackboard's acquisition of Angel and what that means for us, and educational gaming. So what I wanted to do is start off by talking about who's in the room, what are our common issues, and how you can take an active role. And I'll be really brief about this. So who's in the room? We have instructional designers, faculty, librarians, technologists, media developers, students, marketing, and IT staff. But more importantly, I think we have leaders, we have explorers, we have developers, and we have learning designers. So, geez. I do not know what's going on with this display. And if that happens again, will somebody please let me know? What's that?
The projector's actually on.
Okay. Okay, so what are some of our common issues? And I'm just going to keep going without the keynote presentation because honestly, most of this is just me talking. Yeah, but that's not my display. Okay, there we go. So all of us have these things in common. We want to keep up with new tools that can improve teaching and learning. We want to be engaging our students. We want to get students to take We've been to the Learning Design Summer Camp last year. Same ways of connecting as last year. Keep updating the wiki. Submit questions to the live questions tool and vote up the questions that you want to have answered by the panelists. Post your photos to Flickr and please use the LDSC09 tag. Also, if you could mark those as Creative Commons, that really lets us know that we're allowed to use your photos next year without specifically asking your permission. We won't be selling them or anything. So today's a great day to blog, so use the LDSC09 tag and we'll be able to do a search through the entire blog system for those posts. If you see any links that people are mentioning, tag those in Delicious. Yeah. And then keep in touch using Twitter and use the hashtag LDSC09. Afterwards, make sure you fill out the evaluation. Mention the video projector problems if we don't have that fixed. Blog about Learning Design Summer Camp. Stay connected through our other TLT events. Think about the TLT Symposium and volunteer to help plan Learning Design Summer Camp 2010. Well, it's back again. Did you press the thing? I did not. All right. Yeah, what? No, I don't have the power plugged in. Maybe I'll try that. So I just want to leave you with this. Please have fun at summer camp today. We've been trying to incorporate a lot of unusual activities here. Live music is one. Most places don't have the stickers, and they might seem kind of trivial, but a lot of people really get into those. The alternative name tags get people laughing a couple of times. We have costumes. Some of us are wearing. We have the 5K thing. I heard there's rumors of a cowbell for the people who don't finish their lightning talks on time. So there's elements of competition. There's lots of game-like activities that are kind of embedded in this, and they're really meant to make it a more interesting day than just a 2-day professional development conference. So, Chris, do you want to talk about Buzzword Bingo?
Sure. We have some cards coming around, so speaking of having fun and sort of non-traditional activities, we're passing around these Buzzword Bingo cards. It's based on sort of the old IBM commercial. Thank you, Mel. based on sort of the old IBM commercial. And essentially the idea is just sort of keep track of what people are saying by playing sort of this bingo game. So the rules, if you guys aren't familiar with the game, are pretty simple. Essentially, if anyone who is presenting at any point during today or tomorrow says any of the words on your card, just mark it off. If you get 8 in a row, across, diagonal, down, however the case may be, you win. We're going to be talking a little bit about how this game and then some other game-like elements might be brought into your classroom to make things a little bit more engaging. Again, sort of a non-traditional approach, but hopefully something you guys have fun with. So again, playing is not required or anything, but we hope it adds a little bit extra fun to the day. So enjoy. Oh, and one other thing. If you get bingo and someone is presenting, as opposed to maybe yelling out bingo and interrupting someone, feel free to actually tweet using the LDSC09 tag that you had bingo, and someone will come at you. There's no prizes or anything, so it's just for fun. So enjoy. Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that last part.
Is somebody laughing? Cole, are you being a disruptive technologist? Let's see. I did have one more announcement. There is a position that's open, an instructional designer position in the College of Agricultural Sciences. And Suzanne, yeah, do you want to stand up? Suzanne has additional information about this. It looks to me like it's a pretty traditional instructional designer position requiring a master's degree and that sort of thing. Yeah. What am I going to say?
It's a level 0, though, isn't that right, Suzanne? Which means it's open?
It depends on the experience of the person.
Right.
We'd like to get somebody with some experience because we're kind of backlogged with some courses, but we haven't gotten a lot of qualified applicants for state, so we're still looking.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
There's also one opening at Penn State Harrisburg.
All right. So Penn State Harrisburg. Any other instructional design related positions open? It's been a while since I've been an auctioneer, but okay, with that, we have a couple more minutes left. Okay, so Brett's going to make an announcement, and then we'll, if you haven't got your name badge, if you haven't gotten coffee or anything, we'll have time to grab those before the first panel starts in about 10 minutes.
I just wanted to say something about the internet access in the room. This is a temporary situation that TNS was very generous to set up for us, but I don't think the throughput's going to be fantastic. So for those of you that are YouTube addicts, I'm going to ask you to kind of curb your appetite for the next day or so, just to be sure. And I just want to do a quick check here. Those of you that are on and are on wireless, are you getting pretty good throughput? Okay, well, we'll make sure if you see a TNS folk in the next couple of days, make sure you thank them because they came at the last minute and they set up some emergency equipment for us. It was very nice of them. So.
Robin to go wants a shout out. Robin Smale, who's been part of the planning committee from the very beginning, and who is a big part of the success of Learning Design Summer Camp last year, does want a shout out. So I don't know if she's presenting right now, but if she is, Robin, thank you very much for participating. Any other announcements or anything? Okay, well, we're going to just chillax for a bit, get connected to the internet. If you need anything else, let us know, and then we'll get started with the first panel in about 10 minutes or so. Yep. Thanks.
The other thing is, folks talk to each other. You might not